All right, welcome back. Hopefully at this point you've opened up your manual to page E1, taking a look at this part of the student manual, or as we call this book south of the border, your student manual. Take a look at it. Rule number 1 says know the directions. Of course, at this point, you should know the directions. You should also know never to read the directions on this test. It's a waste of time. The directions never change. You should know what you're doing. Let's go to rule number 2. Briefly, rule number 2 says that critical reading, the passages and paragraphs as a whole, makes up about 72% of your overall score, which means passages and paragraphs contribute about 600 points towards your score. Again, we talked about this at the top of the session. Also, it says about 100 points are coming from these short passage or these paragraph-based critical reading questions. We talked about this again at the top of the session. 4 questions on one of the 25-minute sections and another 4 on the other 25-minute section for a total of 8 questions that yield about 100 points towards your score. Now, keep in mind a paragraph, and this is again from Rule 2, a paragraph on this portion of the test has about 80 to 100 words per paragraph. So if there's less to read, something's got to get tougher. Of course, there's still only 2 basic steps, find and translate. Of course, the area now is a lot simpler, 1 paragraph, which means that reading, that's your first blank at the bottom of Rule 2, reading gets a lot easier, and answering the questions will be much tougher. In other words, finding it will be easier, translating it will be tougher. Or reading will be easier, answering will be much tougher. Jot those 2 words down in the appropriate blanks and take a look at page E2.